Hard work. Hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work. Hard work. That's what you say. Hard work, work, work. Earn more pay. Hard work, work. Hard work. Do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of 2:45. Hard work, work. Ready to go and earn more pay. Hard work, work. Put boots on and lace them up. Hard work, work. Another day to work. Hard work, hard work. That's what we say. Hard work, hard work. I earn my pay. Hard work, work. Move on now. Hard work, work.
Gotta get that hard work in. We want to welcome everybody to another edition of We the Vets podcast. I'm one of the co-hosts, Mike P. We got my man Walton and we got my man Jay. We're doing a special edition today. So we just want to give a shout out to all the moms before we get started. Happy Mother's Day, happy early Mother's Day, happy late belated Mother's Day. Fellas, how y'all doing, man?
Doing good, man. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, baby.
Cinco de Mayo.
Get your mind right today.
Yes, sir.
Man, fella, how y'all week been going, man?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's been a week, man. It's been a week.
Already,
man. Yeah.
I understand, man. This sun beat me down today.
Trying to get back in shape, man, and just walking the track is beating me down. I'm like, God, it's mighty, boy. At one point in time, if I can convince anybody, I've been 415, man.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was about 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, man. You was on it, man.
Yeah, I was on it. I'm off it.
Oh man. Yeah, man. Once upon a time, man. I was watching a kid. He was jogging to practice the other day, and I was just looking at how easy he was just jogging.
Okay.
I was like, man, it was so smooth, man. I was like, man, I remember when I could do that. And when you get over there, ain't no ace or nothing.
Man, yeah. So all you had to do then was stop and put your hands over your head.
Right.
Good. One breath.
He jogged a quarter of a mile, got over there, and then he jogged around the field and came back and then struck up a conversation with me, man. I said, boy, it's good to be young.
You wouldn't have understood a word I was saying. Sound like James Brown up there, man. Happy birthday to the Godfather. Yeah.
Say it one time. Oh man, I'm telling you, boy. So the youthful, man, the youthful. Hey, so fella, we're gonna jump into this. Hold on. Do I have an advertising coming on? I think we got somebody. We got to pay some bills, man.
Pay some bills.
You know, we got to pay some bills. So we are going to be paying some bills with. So if you are looking to start your own podcast, please comment below or DM me. We can have a conversation on how to start your own podcast. Or we're also looking for guests. If you're interested in being a guest, comment or DM me, and we'll see about getting you on.
All right.
Yes, sir. Hey, so fella, we're finna get into these rants, man. We got to get into them rants. And so today of all days, we have chosen our brother, Roll Tide. Roll Tide. He's going to get a rant for all of us today.
Ooh. Woo. Yes, sir. Very sensitive topic today, especially in the light of Mother's Day coming right up. But big thing on the news, Roe versus Wade. They're trying to get rid of it, trying to do away with it, and got a take on it. So glad to be above ground. So glad to be here. Period. Thanks, Mom, for not taking me out. Um, I think we can all say that if you're watching it. So let's talk about some moral and some values, okay? Maybe even a little bit of religion, but we've all been taught and heard the story of how Mary was approached by an angel and had told her that she was going to have a child. And there are other characters in the Bible that had such an approach where God told them they were going to have a child. So my point is, the verse where God says, I knew you in the womb. And my feeling toward abortion is like, I'd rather you not. Not my cup of tea. I think everyone has a reason and a purpose because I believe life starts at conception. Me, that's just my opinion. And I still feel that there should be something to do things humanely, sanitary environment, and professional. Because as far as I know, since the beginning of time, there's been things done to have this procedure done without those professionals, and stuff could go wrong there. You could just speculate. You could have a black market for this, and had an incident over in some other countries where guys were taking advantage of women who were trying to have that procedure done, and the place was it was dirty, it was filthy. There's no telling what kind of disease and anything might have been going on there. What's happened to these young ladies after the fact? So I sincerely feel there should be something to where it can be done, it's going to be done humanely and sanitary, same way we do for you people who believe in the death penalty or euthanizing animals and such like that. We got this way of doing it. We don't just take people out in the back or animals and stuff and just shoot them necessarily. We have to do it humanely, a way we can deal with it and ease our conscience and our minds. But my take on it, man, choose life. And that's it. Oh, you're muted.
I don't know why it do that to me, man. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this topic it's a tough one, man. And I've heard different opinions about it, and the one that I always hear is men making decisions on women's bodies. And I'm a choose life guy. But I've heard a lot of dudes that have, man, I keep that abortion money on me, boy. I keep it on me, and I've tried to distance myself from them cats as fast as possible, because a lot of times they doing wrong, and they don't want the whatever the consequences that go along with it, and so I think that for me personally, because from what I know, I don't know the whole story, but Mississippi started it. They got the party started, and then it just went up from there. But we know how women feel about it, and you know, I got three daughters. I would hope that they will all choose life if they were in a position to you know, to get pregnant. I would hope that they will all choose life every time.
Keep in mind now, and this is all under the same category. I know we're talking about abortion.
Mhm.
This goes with the same thing now for you religious people out there. Any type of contraceptive, including the famous quote unquote pulling out, is is all a no.
Now you stepping on toes now.
Huh?
You stepping on the toes now.
Well, hey, see, I got to, that's what keep your sanity and your serenity is knowing, the difference between what's what, and you stay on that path. And if you veer off of it, you got your mind, you know right from wrong. You can always get back on that track. But if you just wandering out there, you just like to say in the military, OTF, out there flapping, then anybody can get in your head. You ain't standing for anything. So
right,
yeah, just keep your wits about yourself.
I'm gonna go ahead and give the heathen point of view, because I'm pro-choice. I think there are exceptions to the rule. If I had to, if I had to pick, man, of course, if all things being considered, yeah, I would like the person to choose life. That being said, I think there's all kind of other situations that could be in play, and you definitely don't want to bring a child into the world and put him or her in a situation where it's not good. It's not good for you, the child. And I mean, you don't have people running the same people. You don't have the same people running to the adoption place and getting these kids and giving them a good life either. So, and Pat, as far as your friends, your buddies that you used to know, they could have saved themselves a lot more money if they would have invested in some contraceptives. I'm just saying.
Right. That's what I said, man.
Great.
That's what I said.
I keep that money on me. Why don't you use some contraceptives or a washcloth or something? Just get up.
Washcloth.
They go to the clinic, man. They go to the clinic. I already tell man, go to the clinic.
Not the washcloth. Junior, put that rag down.
Reach around and rinse it off.
Get off that nightstand, boy.
Don't wipe your face with that rag, boy. What's wrong with you?
Get out of here.
Throw behind out of here.
Go wash your face. Go wash your face, boy.
Why the rag smell funny? Get your behind out the room. Don't you?
It's a sensitive subject, though.
I think there's some situations where it would be called for, whether somebody was raped, whether you got two people that's not,
not supposed to have kids.
Not supposed to have kids. Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. And I just wouldn't want, and of course I'm on your side as far as, like, it's got to be, like, there's a law in place now, which I guess is getting ready to change, but it got to be before a certain trimester. It got to be, you know what I'm saying? Where it's not, right. It's not like she got a baby in there and it's already developed and then, oh yeah, let's do this. No, I'm not on that. I'm just saying, I do think there are some reasonable exceptions that could be made. Because like you said, Walt, if you just say all or nothing, it's going to go back to what it was before, where you had people playing as doctors, putting hanger cords, wire hangers up there and doing some crazy stuff like that, and people getting hurt, and
that's real.
All type of foolishness like that. So
a lot of people gonna break the law,
right?
A lot of people gonna break it. So
you have a lot of malpractice and stuff going on. And a lot of women can relate if anyone's had a miscarriage at a late stage or something like that.
Right.
It's extremely important that they get all of that stuff out. All of it.
Right.
It's going to cause problems in the future, some serious problems.
Right. And you know, and I don't know. I would say, you know, for us, because I was looking at something maybe yesterday, it might have been the day before, and it was an old white man that was making the statement or the, you know, yeah, he was pretty much making a statement like this is what it's gonna be, you know, and I think he was the wrong person or individual to be talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you know, let women talk about it. You know, let them say what they gotta say, because ultimately it is their body. You know, and you know we can throw our 2 cents in there, man, but you know, ain't nobody doing nothing illegal to us or doing something crazy to us. You know, so you know, I think they ought to keep it how it was, and you know, people continue to go on and live their lives, because this is gonna be a major uproar, and you know, it's almost
But
like the
they're saying it's
country.
going to lead to something else, and I
Right,
don't know what that is. They said after this, it's just going to keep going. It's going to be they
right,
feel it's going to be a domino effect.
right.
I
I
sure
really
hope not.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
you know, I think we already there. Like, you know, I think COVID kind of opened up. Well, let me say this. I think the 2016 elections opened up that box,
Woo.
and now
Yeah.
we can't close it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
it opened up that box, and we can't close it now.
the box was open; it was just cracked. 2016 kicked it all the way open.
Right.
Because the Tea Party,
You
the
know
Tea
that that
Party
that
cracked
that
it
that
open.
is the long can that somebody will give you, and you open it up and the thing pop back out.
Pop back out of there.
You know, and you can't get them back in.
Mm-hmm.
That I feel that's where we at right now. We're here now, and you know, we up the creek without a paddle, or eventually we will be. You know,
Right.
eventually we will be, man. So we're gonna pray that and hope that everybody they just make the right decision, man. Make the right decision,
You
and
better stop rolling back, because you roll back talking about somebody finna be picking some cotton. You got another thing coming.
Yeah.
Say
Come
that
on
shit
with it.
right now.
But come on
When you
back.
go ahead and get that shit off your mind.
Chief, I am not my ancestors.
Roll
they
through.
ain't getting nothing but practice.
It's not.
Oh man, listen, I
Hard
gotta get
work,
that
work.
clip, man. But it's
Yeah.
ain't getting nothing but practice over here. You better go on down the street.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is I think honestly I think they're just gonna keep picking at things just to make themselves relevant. These and the president separated it. You know, he said you got the Republicans and you got the MAGA Republicans. And these for I mean attacking Disney, and you come at Roe versus Wade. What and like I know y'all got that from Messenger where the guy asked the question like, what do they really mean by like make America great again? What's the end game here? What do you want it to go back to? And I thought that was an extremely great example.
right. And we know what they wanted to go back to.
Good
We
luck.
know what they wanted to go back to, but them days over with. You know.
Hard work.
Hard work. That's right.
Well, pack a lunch. Come this way.
Hey, fella, we're gonna move on, man. You know, we got Mother's Day coming up, and hopefully this show will air before Mother's Day. But if not, we want to wish all the moms, all the moms a happy Mother's Day, in advance. And if the show airs after Mother's Day, we are saying happy belated Mother's Day. And you all are our real valuable players. Really y'all are MVPs,
all time.
Dad is too. We wouldn't be here without y'all, but y'all, this ain't y'all day. This ain't our day.
All right.
It's all about mama.
And that's including the people, if you're in the same position I'm in, your mom's not here anymore. These days coming up, it's kind of tough. Like, I appreciate everything they did do up until the point, they got called home. But man, if you still got your mom around, I'm trying to tell you, ain't nobody gonna take care of you like mom, man. Nobody.
You're absolutely right, man. So this will be the first Mother's Day that I spend with my mama in. I can't even remember the last one I spent with her. So that's how long it been. And so she enjoying this sunny Florida weather.
Right.
Georgia woman enjoying this sunny these she said, "Oh, I like them trees down here. What y'all call them trees?" Yeah. Palm trees.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, I like them now." My stepdad planted 2 in the yard. He got 2 in the yard. They huge now. They are huge, man. So shout out to all the moms. We love y'all. So, fella, we're finna get into our topic, man.
Okay.
And the topic is hidden agendas versus corny good dudes. Okay. Hidden agendas versus corny good dudes. Okay. So I'm finna play this clip. Okay. And then we're gonna talk about this clip, man. And then we'll get into the other clip a little bit later. So
I don't like this feminizing of straight men, and specifically straight Black men, that's happening. I hate it. It makes me sick to my stomach. And if he is portraying to be, and I don't know enough about him, but I feel like I've seen him in the blogs with women. If he is portraying to be a straight man wearing dresses, I do have a problem with that, because all
right, shout out to David Shan. And so that was David Shan and his co-host, Miss Dunny Wiggins, and they were discussing a topic, about the hidden agendas towards straight Black men, and how, it's almost like we don't, like our opinion don't matter anymore, and so if we voice our opinion, then we're wrong, and so fellas, just wanted to talk about it, man, about the hidden agendas, and for me, I see it, when you're going to buy your clothes. I remember you look at the tag and it used to say for men, and now it says unisex, and that can go either way.
The world. What store is this?
Huh?
What store is this?
JC Penney.
Hell no.
JC Penney, man. I used to buy these shirts out of Walmart. I don't even buy them out of no more, because now that's what they said, And so
Walmart too?
Yeah, Walmart too, man. Walmart too, and so that's the first.
I know, right?
But it's subliminal, man. Like it's subliminal, and for me, like I grew up around men, like old, like men, like men, where Joker's hands rusty and look like the ground,
Right.
And so there was a certain way that a man carried himself, you know. And so it's certain things they didn't do now that we do, you know. But I like to say we do it in a manly way, you know, if that makes sense, you know. And so I want to get y'all take on it, fellas. I want to get y'all take on it, and then I'm gonna bring some throwback up.
Yeah, you gotta take it back to civil rights movement after that thing was over with. You know, they really had to study that because that intimidated a lot of people. You know, because that was, you know, Martin Luther King was, I mean, he was a great influence, he's a great leader. And the next thing they had to do was get into the families, break them up, and get into the churches. You know, the churches don't pay taxes anymore. And as far as especially black families, it's affected more than black families, but especially for black families. Get the black man out the house. Sister girl, we got you. We'll get you some food stamps, some WIC, any other type of government assistance. We'll get you in these government homes or whatnot. Just keep that joker out of here. Mm-hmm.
Right,
And,
right.
Yeah, we got the war on drugs, locking all the brothers up. You know, it's a war against masculinity and what it takes to get along. What people are doing now, going along and get along. It's falling into, you know, we've been hushed, you know, shushed, as your grandma would say, and we can't say nothing about anything. Sometimes you can't. Most people can't even say anything to the kids about anything. Can't say nothing to nobody else kids. Remember they used to say it take a village.
Right. Yeah, you
You
know,
have
you
a
can't
whole
do that.
neighborhood watching you. Now can't say nothing to these folks no more. See, if we lose, we lost all of that, man. We let it affect the families. It broke our families up, man.
Right. Absolutely. You know,
I
and go ahead, Jay.
I got one question before I get started. Like, how many other races or groups do you see the males portrayed on TV or movies in dresses? Like, it's not I don't remember. I can't. The only one person I could think of is Miss Doubtfire, but it's not like a big thing in those different communities where it is. Like here in the, I don't know what, last 20, 30 years, it's kind of been a thing in our community that if you wanted to get so far at a certain point, especially if you're as an entertainer, especially a comedian, that you was getting in a dress at some point to get down that road. So, but I think it also it's a combination of all that stuff that Walt just talking about. You talking about with the CIA, you know, doing what they did with the Black Panthers and going in and setting it up where the black man was taken out of the home. And you did that, and then now you don't have that role model that show you know, how to be a man. Yeah, and we got Mother's Day coming up, but your mom can't show you how to be a man. She can't do it. You know, that father's not there, that role model to show you what being a man is versus what you see on TV. I think that's where we got in trouble at right there. Is when you try to watch that guy on TV and it's not real life. It's not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, even though you don't want to do it, lacing up those boots so that you can go to work and provide for your family and come home, get a couple hours rest and get up and do it again so that everybody in that household could be taken care of and things of that sort. So that especially with our generation kind of was gone because of the war on drugs and all of that foolishness. So I just think it kind of, I don't know that the agenda is hidden so much anymore. I think it's been out in the open, you know, and it's catching up. It's catching up with us now. Been catching up with us for a while, really, if you think about it. So,
right.
All right. So how do we, you know, will we ever get back to our status? You know, because at one point, you know, the black man was he was the most, and I think the black man still is the most feared individual in the world.
Unfortunately,
because we've been able to do more with less, you know, and I feel if we ever can just meet right here, like how far we'll be able to go, you know, it'll be astronomical, you know.
Right.
But us meeting in the middle now, and it's a whole lot of propaganda that's out there right now. That's it's like fuel to the fire, you know. And we got to quit listening to that noise, you know. Like I remember some years back, I caught a young man stealing in the store, and I took him to his mama house. Told his mama what he was doing. She cursed me out. Okay. 2 weeks later, she came down to where I was coaching and asked me what he had court. I said, why did he have court? She said he got caught stealing. And so my mentor at the time, we both went down there and we got him out, you know, but we gave the kids some tough love. You know, and the thing about when you saying that you want to be a man and becoming a man and raising young men, like it's a lot of tough love that goes into that. Because once you step out in this real world, it ain't nothing easy about it.
Right.
And right now, what I see is our young boys, however mom treats them, that's what they're expecting from their women.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be the opposite. I'm supposed to take care of my woman, provide and protect for her, not her do that for me.
Exactly.
You know, so let me ask y'all this, fella. How do we know that it's an agenda? How do we break that agenda and form our own agenda?
well, I think we've already started because, like, I can't remember whether it was you or Walt who said, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we get portrayed as on television or movies, but it's not true. Like we get portrayed as the men who marry outside their race the most, and you go look at the stats, and 80% of black men are married to black women. 80%. So that's not true. You look at well, guys don't want to take care of their kids and whatever, and this and that, and it's a lot of other variables in there. But I think the guys who the responsible guys are around trying to take care of the kids. Hell, you got some fathers out there when the mom's not around. So that's also out there. I just think that as we get, you know, back, you know, our brothers back from this foolishness with the war on drugs and all of this and that, and hopefully we can get something going on with this police reform where people not getting shot for traffic tickets and foolishness like that. I think as that calms down and we start getting back to, I think we are starting to build back families and be those role models for our kids. So I don't know how fast we'll get back to a recognizable level, and I don't know if we do. I don't know if it'll ever be portrayed consistently on TV or movies, but I think we are working towards that as we're getting our brothers back and getting educated and getting caught up with the world. So that's where I'm at with it, man. I don't buy into a lot of this perceptions that's been put out there right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we need exactly, you hit the nail on the head. Tough love. It's time to issue out some more butt whoopings. Get the whole neighborhood involved. Stop yelling at folks for saying something to your kids. They telling them right. Let get these elders out here and start whooping some behinds. I guarantee you, that's a start. And then as a community, we need more legislation like local type legislations for councilman district, all that stuff like that to get a hope to these trigger happy polices around here. Get the pastor out the pulpit, get them in the schools and stuff, and going back around and doing his thing. Get out these little young ladies' faces, man, and get back on the grind. And we got to stop being so, friendly to each other and start telling the truth. What you call it? Tough love, Mike. Yeah, we got to get back on the grind.
Tough love, man. And tough love, that's exactly what it is.
It ain't gonna be nice. It ain't gonna be nice. Yeah, it ain't gonna be nice. But it's like that old lady say, if the mountain was smooth, you couldn't climb it.
That's right. Yeah. You just slide. No, I'm sorry. You be on slid. You just slid down.
Just slide right back down. You gotta come up the rough side.
That boy keeps sliding down that mountain. He can't get up there.
Oh, serious. You coming down there, you getting off the bus, heading home. By the time you get home, you got a bad report card. You should have had your butt whooped at least twice before you got to the door.
Oh man. Listen, back in the day,
coach should have got at you. Yeah, your coach should have got at you. Pastor should have got at you. Sister Jones should have got at you. And you ought to be by the time you get to that door, you ought to be sold by then. Man,
listen, my grandma, she ain't play the radio. You bring an F in, boy, you finna go work. Oh, you finna go work in the field. Yep. Don't ain't worry about going to school no more.
You ain't doing that.
Yeah, you ain't doing that anyway. Come on. Put them school clothes up. Put the play clothes on. Put the play shoes on. Come on. We finna go play out here in this field. She did that one time. That's all it took.
Get some up there, boy.
You finna get this lesson out here in this field. That's what you finna get this lesson at.
Right.
You won't get your lesson in school. You finna get it out here in this field.
Right. Yeah. So you ain't doing nothing up there but climbing around.
Yeah, boy. I'm telling you, man, if these parents start listening to these teachers, because these teachers ain't lying on your kids, man. Stop cussing these teachers out.
Right.
Embarrass your son or daughter in front of her peers, his or her peers, I guarantee you. Start. This is just a start. Getting some results.
Right, but
just had a flashback.
But I I say that the flip side to it, man. The flip side to it, man. Our kids soft, man. Like our kids softer than Sherman tissue, man.
Yeah, that's what the military said about.
Listen, my kids. I talk about my kids, man. If they have to spend one uncomfortable night, it's like the whole world coming to an end.
Great, dude.
Daddy want me to sleep on the floor. Sleep on the floor, Daddy. What in the world going on? I gotta sleep on the floor, Daddy.
We used to do that for fun.
Right. Right, man. Right. We did it for fun, man.
Sleepover, boy. Yeah.
And so I blame us. I blame us, man. It's us. We did it. PAPs. PAP. Excuse my language, punk ass parents. In the words of Bernie Mac, some punk ass parents, man. We did it to our kids. Now our kids get out here and they don't know what to do in the world.
Right.
Done gave the kid everything. Now the kid don't even know how to. Can't even make a B in a class. Because every time kids say I don't feel good, you told them they ain't have to go to school.
Quick. I mean, super quick to reward the kids for just being kids.
Right. You supposed to do that.
I want them to have everything that I didn't have. I'm like, well, that's fine. I get that because I love buying my kids stuff, but you got to give purpose. Right. You got to give them, kids like a sense of accomplishment. They like structure. They like to know that, look what I did, what I had to do, what I was supposed to do, and look what I got. as opposed to, hey, man, my
What
mom
you
think
said?
I'm cute.
You said purpose, motivation, and direction. What is that? Leadership. Oh Lord, not
Leadership.
that.
Why y'all on here
Oh,
cussing, man?
oh,
Why y'all
got me
on
up
here
here. I
cussing?
knew I was studying for the board. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Leadership.
You ain't on
Why y'all
leadership
on
up in
here
here.
cussing, man?
Man,
Uh,
yeah, give them a little structure in the house. They don't mind their kids like that.
right. You know what else I gave my kids?
Was it?
I gave them some struggle.
That'll work. That'll work.
I gave them some struggle. So
So
they understand if you give your kids everything, it take the hung out of them. No, I gave them some. I gave them. They had a lot of what I didn't have, but I
Right.
gave them a lot of what I did have. Called the struggle.
Well, you remember when you was getting ready, when you got close to graduating, when you got close, you already knew I'm getting the hell out of here.
Right. Right.
Kids now, they in no rush to leave mama, daddy. They ain't in no rush. I was trying to get the hell out around my folks. Like, I got things to do.
Right.
I gotta
I'm
go.
out of here.
hey,
Look,
but
I
the
graduated June 4th. June 22nd, I was at Mel's.
On a plane.
No, they put us on a bus. That struggle, man. Not a bus, a van.
Dang.
They put us on a van, 8-hour ride. That struggle.
bro, my mama had the 1830 rule. I didn't even have a choice. It wasn't like I was like, oh yeah, let me. I mean, don't get it twisted. I was ready to go. But my mom made sure I understood that I was leaving. She was like, oh yeah, we got 1830 rule, right? 1830 rule. You turn 18, you got 30 days. Get the hell out of my house. That's what it was.
Woo. That was it.
I'm telling you, man. It wasn't no talking about it, or you got a choice, or man, I got some options. Nah, you better find you know what you finna do. Because you about to be out here in these streets.
Right.
They don't do that no more.
No. I can say my baby girl, she probably gonna be with us till she get married. She got it too easy, man.
Hey, with daughters, I can see that. But with sons, nah.
Yeah, old rusty folks.
Hey,
you got to go.
That joker done got a little hair under his arm, little hair under his nose and stuff going on, little testosterone going. You got to go.
Yeah, you smelling yourself too?
Yeah.
Nah, you got to get up out of here.
You got to go.
Gotta go. Yeah, I do remember my grandma. She said, yeah, you can stay. You ain't gotta go in the military. You can stay. I working at Wendy's. She said, you can stay. She said, I just need you to pay a couple of these bills in the house. I said, bills? What? I can't keep my money no more. No, you gotta pay one of these bills. If you ain't in school, you gotta pay one of these bills, right?
Pay some bills, baby.
You know, and she was talking about the electric bill, and that was the highest bill in the house. You know, man.
So, Uncle Sam.
Excuse me. So yeah, man. You know the hidden agendas, man. You know we gotta stand up on it. And you're right, man. The tough love, man. Like, and you know I watch what we do as coaches, especially in the state of Florida. Man, you know, we get paid peanuts. And these athletes, they're at these high schools, and they're bringing so much notoriety to these schools, man. And the little that they get, you know, that kind of ticks me off. You know, kids come out there, man. Kids should be able to, the school should at least be able to feed the kid, you know.
Right. Yeah.
You know, at least take care of that, you know. And that there are some schools out there that's not doing that, you know, and you know, it's a travesty, you know, but we out here doing our due diligence, man, trying to make sure that we're raising the next generation. Because if they mess around and they get a Sergeant Player, or they get a Sergeant Simmons or a Sergeant Nelson, if they don't get one of them 3 characters in their life, they're gonna be in some trouble.
It will straighten you out.
Just Sergeant Gross.
Yep, Sergeant Gross, man.
Sergeant Gross
Gross.
snatch the shit off your head, boy. You better get right.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute, that's me. My bad. Anyway.
Man. Yeah, Sergeant Gross. I never had no issues with him. He locked up with me one time, and he felt that Georgia strong.
Go dog.
He felt that Georgia strong. Like, man, you strong, man. Mm-hmm. You have no idea. Oh man, So, fellas, man, we done talked it up, man, and we done came a long way in this short period of time, man. But our time is coming to an end. Do you all have any final words, concerns, or thoughts to leave our guests with?
I would just like to say that the topic that we was gonna get ready to get into, go ahead and sign me up for Square Dude. I guess that's been me my whole life. So go ahead and sign me up for that Square Biz, man.
The Square Biz.
That's gonna be our next show topic. Corny good dudes, man. We touched this part 1. We touched this one. We're coming back next week with part 2. Corny Square dudes. Walt, you have some last words?
Tough love, baby. Tough love. That's all you need to know right now. That's think about that all the rest of this week. Tough love. They gotta learn, like Bernie Mac said. You gotta learn. They gotta learn.
Gotta learn.
The knife hand on you.
Hold on, let me get my hand. Hold on, my hand gotta come over a little bit.
Hey.
Pride, you don't even understand.
Why is he pointing all his digits at me? The first time, whenever I gotta get it in your foot over there. My bad.
Oh man. Listen, man. I'm this weekend, man. I'm gonna show my daughter Major Payne. We're gonna look at Major Payne. So go look at Major Payne. Why didn't I tell you this?
You sass me again, boy. When I'm talking to you, I'm gonna put my foot in your.
Man. Hey, so we want to thank everybody for checking us out, man. Please hit that like. Please hit that share button. Give us thumbs up, man. Hey, if you're on Facebook and seeing this, hit us with them stars. Check us out with them stars. And like I said, man, we love y'all. We're gonna sing y'all out with one final commercial.
Hard work, hard work. Hard work, hard work. Hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work. Hard work. That's what you say. Hard work, work, work. Earn more pay. Hard work, work. Hard work. Do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of 2:45.